Welcome to this quick tip on how to create a backlight spill on the controls live. So what I mean by backlight spill is the effect that you get when you have translucent buttons that are currently inactive but share the same in real hardware share the same or basically have the light of an LED that is actually on an active button spill onto the inactive buttons. It might sound complicated, but you'll see what I mean. So in order to demonstrate this, we'll look at our buttons here. So we have auto, which is obviously currently selected and active, and then we got our inactive neighboring buttons here. So these now kind of have a color that is unrelated, but we can change that. And so if we come in here, I'll quickly demonstrate how you do effective color picking in DMT as well, right? Because we have two pickers. We've two principal pickers for the editor, which is first the parameter reverse search, which I'm going to use now. So I'm going to pick this. So we just retrieve control on disabled foreground, which is this one. Okay. So now that we have that selected, we see this is a rather bright blue. In fact, this is not what I wanted to pick, but you know, now you get the idea of what we're doing here with the color reverse picker. Instead, I would like to pick the neighboring buttons text, which is currently gray. So I'm just going to pick this. I'll make sure that I pick the So that's control off disabled foreground. Now, if I use now this color picker here, it really picks a color instead of a parameter. Okay, this one's for parameters, this one's for colors. So if I now go in here with this selected, with the gray selected, and I come in here, and as I don't want this button to be the exact same color because it's an inactive button, what I do instead, I hope you can see this, I'll pick the anti-aliasing here, which is the darker edges of the actual color that we want to reproduce. That way we get consistency. Just do that. Yeah, here we go. And now you can see this is fairly bright, but we can bring this back a notch, and it kind of looks somewhat similar as if the light from the LED on this disabled active button is spilling into the translucent the translucent whatever that is, like it's a laser engraving or whatever. You know, you get the idea, right? It's the label that kind of catches the light from its neighbors, right? So this I've done this on the other ones as well, you know, and let's take a look at that. Yeah, here you can see it similar. It doesn't really make an awful lot of sense on these ones, but they basically share colors, so you can't really do anything. There's no neighboring buttons in here, so this should have a fall off actually, right? Now obviously there's one near to this, next to this one, and there's one next to that one, so this actually is actually correct or could be correct, but you get the idea. It's about like backlight spill. Now I kind of think this is not quite there because we need to do some manual correction, and yeah, it's a subtle one, but something along those lines should be quite convincing. Cool, let's take a look at the other ones. Done something similar here. Could actually use some more saturation. Yeah, that's the one. Or maybe even less. Yeah, it was almost there. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. Yeah, this is pretty obvious here, but I think it's not strong enough, the effect, so we can just increase the brightness a little bit to make it more obvious. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, cool. Let's have another example here. Yeah, that's good as well, but can certainly do with some adjustments. So just as a general note, so you do get good visual fatigue here. So it's, at some point, you know, if you're theming for prolonged times, for prolonged periods, then it gets it's kind of hard to appreciate what you're doing here. So that's why I like to switch between themes, just do one parameter on each theme, and then come back to them to see if I still like it. That way you get a fresh look at things at short intervals. Okay, that's it for this quick tip. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next video.